Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically the first part of this video was deleted, so I am going to be doing a voiceover until we go to the next clip. So please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so. Also, like I told you guys in my last video, my Instagram account has been banned. So I made a new Instagram currently for you guys. You guys could follow it. It's in the description box down below or either the comment section down below. So in this video, we are going to be taking a deep dive into the topic called mukbang. Mukbang is a very viral trend of binge eating massive amounts of food on camera and has taken the internet by storm. It is colorful and it is dramatic, and some people even make a full-blown career out of it. But behind all the likes and the views, there is a growing list of physical, mental, and even social consequences that are often overlooked. So in this video, we are going to be breaking down the real dangers of mukbang content, not just for the creators, but for the viewers as well. And we are also going to be talking about the health and the risk factors that goes into participating in mukbang content. The term mukbang, which literally refers to eating broadcast in Korea, first gained its popularity in South Korea around 2010. Started on platforms like Africa TV, where hosts called broadcast jockeys or BJs would often live stream themselves eating a large amount of food while interacting with viewers in real time. At first, the appeal was pretty simple. It felt like just having dinner with somebody in front of you, and it also formed some sort of connection. But as the mukbangs moved from live streams to pre-recorded videos on platforms like YouTube and TikTok, the content heavily started to shift. Creators began to eat a large, excessive amount of food that was often high in calories, fats, and sugars just to garner attention and capture views and outdo other competition of their other counterparts. The focus moved from a social interaction to a spectacle. Now, mukbangs are a worldwide phenomenon with a lot of views, brands, and sponsorships. But with growth has become a range of issues, from glorifying binge eating, promoting unhealthy habits, to the psychological toll on creators who continue to perform the outrageous consumption for entertainment. Understanding where mukbangs come from help us see how a simple cultural trend evolved into something that might do us more harm than good later on in the future. In this video, we are going to be dissecting why mukbangs might be dangerous in today's society. We are going to start off with one of the easiest points if we want to talk about why mukbangs is dangerous. Health concerns. Health concerns for the person that's making the video, and health concerns for the person that is taken in the video and wants to eat like the person that they see on the screen, or maybe want to make content like the person that they see on the screen. Whenever you guys look at mukbangers, y'all, they garner a lot of views. Before mukbang even became popular on TikTok, if you guys look at a lot of mukbangers on YouTube, they garner a lot of views. I do not want you guys to ever look at these mukbangers who are sacrificing their body, their health, and everything for views and think that they are not making a lot of money. Topless of the view count, a lot of companies start working with them. A lot of fast food restaurants, even grocery stores start working with them. Get to go to these different restaurants and review food. It gets to their head, and then they just keep going and they keep going. And you guys begin to see with your favorite mukbangers, or even if you don't have a favorite mukbanger. I don't know if you guys noticed, but nowadays when you look at certain mukbangers that have been participating in mukbangs for so many years, they have gained a significant amount of weight compared to when they first started mukbanging. Even some of the girls that are like really skinny participate in mukbangs. There was this one girl that I was following for a while. I do not remember her name. As you guys know, my TikTok got hacked. I used to follow her on my old TikTok, but she was so pretty. I used to love to watch her eat, because like I said, I still from time to time look at mukbangs and psych myself to believe that I'm eating that, so I don't go out and eat bad. I used to watch her videos a lot because she was really gorgeous and she was skinny as well. Literally saw her pop up on my For You page the other day, and she's gaining weight. She's still small, she's not big, but she's gaining weight. You can literally see it in her face, you can see it in her hands and stuff. Like, she's gaining weight. Still looks gorgeous, still looks, you know, significantly, like, she just looks beautiful, you know what I mean? But you can physically see that the food that she has been continuing to eat and eat and eat and eat is catching up to her. It raises a lot of health concerns, but I have talked about mukbangs and stuff like that. But when I have talked about mukbangs in my old videos, I was talking about it in the aspect of society does not care about health unless they can physically see that you're not healthy. A lot of mukbangers are small and they get a whole bunch of praise on apps like TikTok and YouTube for continuously participating in gluttony, putting a whole bunch of food in front of their face and eating all that food and promoting gluttony, because that's what it really is. It's promoting gluttony, promoting others to eat like them. The problem that we need to understand, y'all, is that everything in this world is spiritual. Nothing in this world is physical. Everything in this world is spiritual, whether you believe it or not. Why is somebody putting a whole bunch of food in your face, eating all that food? Why is it so popular? Why is it so popular? Really think about it. I know a lot of people like to participate in individualism, be like, well, I don't find that type of stuff attractive. I think that that type of stuff is disgusting and I don't participate in that type of content. But baby, like I said before when I first started this video, if you look at the view counts of a lot of mukbangers, they bring in views. So you yourself might not participate in that type of content, but I'm telling you right now, other people are participating. You know, some might say, you know, some people watch them to criticize them or to, you know, write negative comments to them. There are a lot of people who watch them and eat just like them, or watch them and want to eat like them, and then when they come across those certain person's video, they don't feel as guilty for eating like them because they see, oh wow, my favorite mukbanger has no self-control. She eats anything she wants and she's getting so many views from doing so. I am going to do it. And whenever I talk about mukbangers in my old videos, I always tell you guys that you guys look at the dynamic of a skinny mukbanger that is highly attractive compared to a bigger mukbanger. It's like night and day. You guys look at the comments of a big mukbanger's videos. Everybody is writing about how her heart, this is so unhealthy, how she's promoting gluttony, how she has no self-control. Whenever you go to the side of the girl or the guy who is smaller and is doing mukbang content, everybody is praising them in their comments. Everybody's like, oh my god, this food looks so good. Everybody's saying, oh my god, girl, you're pretty, where'd you get your lashes from? It's literally like no negative comments at all. As a matter of fact, I have even seen some guys comment and be like, I love a lady that can eat. And I'm like, are y'all sure y'all love a lady that can eat? Because the same men that are writing stuff like this will go under a fat mukbanger's page and be like, oh my god, like this is so unhealthy. And it's just weird because, like I say in all my videos, I don't think we care about health for real. We don't care about health. Society cares about how somebody looks on the outside. Society do not care about how people look on the inside. If you guys do not know who Remma is, she is a current mukbanger that have went viral several times for going to places like Chipotle, Five Guys, and ordering so much food. She will literally, I think she ordered like five patties on her Five Guys burger. And then she went to Chipotle and her order for Chipotle was a lot of sour cream and sauce. She put pickles inside her sodas and stuff like that. She's always eating anyhow. She eats like terrible. A lot of people gave her hate for it on the internet because in the beginning, like I said in my last video, because I have talked about Remma before, but in the beginning, Remma, like, she just would show herself face up, and she has a very chubby face. She has big arms, so a lot of people were making fun of her weight, calling her big and stuff. And then she rebutted, showing them that she had a nice body, did have a nice body, and people were like, okay, never mind, I guess she has a nice body. And it goes back into what I said before when I said that people don't care about health, people care about the way you look. A lot of speculation started coming up about her body, being that the pictures that she was showing were old pictures, and with the way Remma was eating on the camera 24/7, she definitely was beginning to gain a gut. And later on, Remma decided that she was going to go get surgery. She got a whole arm lipo, she got the stomach gone, and she got a BBL, y'all. The girl went and got a BBL after already showing us that she was a thick girl. She did not need the BBL. Literally, a fitness connection or a Planet Fitness membership would have did her right. The girl already had a banging body. But you do have to understand that when you participate in that type of content, that you are sacrificing something. You're gonna sacrifice your health. A lot of mukbangers that you guys see that have been eating like the way they're eating for years and have not gained any weight and have been able to maintain their weight and still look healthy, a lot of those people that you see doing that, they are doing extreme things to keep up that weight, y'all. You guys wouldn't even know the half of it. A lot of those people that you see that you've been watching for years that are still small, still in great shape and stuff like that, and they are doing mukbangs every day, I can guarantee you that they would eat that one meal that they show on camera for the rest of the day, and they would go on a freaking marathon run outside in their neighborhood, or they will be in the gym 24/7 hitting the weights and pumping the machines of the treadmill and a stairmaster, drinking a whole bunch of water, detoxing at night, and starting the next day. And you guys already know that a calorie deficit is not about what you eat, it's about how much you eat of it. So if they are doing that every single day, they are not going to gain weight. They'll be able to maintain their weight. But we don't know that, you know what I mean? And the average consumer who watches these videos don't know that. We're just looking at videos and we're looking at our favorite foods. It's like, oh my god, like I want that now. And not knowing about the backstories of these YouTubers and mukbangers and stuff like that on TikTok that are actually going to the extremes to maintain this weight. And that's why you'll see the average person watch those videos and go start repeating those things but are gaining weight. Another thing that a lot of these mukbangers are doing that we begin to see through little cracks and slip-ups as time has went on is that these people are not swallowing their food, y'all. A lot of these mukbangers are eating their food, chewing their food, and then spitting their food out on camera. Then they take the video, they edit, and they cut out the part where they spit their food out. Then they make it seem like they ate that whole entire meal in one setting. Around the time that TikTok was about to get banned in the US earlier this year, there was a trend going on where large content creators were admitting things because some people thought that TikTok was getting banned forever. So a lot of people started admitting things to their viewers, and a lot of mukbangers were admitting that they did not swallow their food. And you guys already know what happened. TikTok got banned for like 12 hours and came back, and a lot of them had to answer for those remarks, you know, and people were deleting videos. I remember a lot of mukbangers that were making videos like that started deleting videos, and it's like, nah baby, digital footprint. People were screen recording and putting it right back up and saying, oh no, like, you're gonna have to explain why you're saying that you don't eat your food and you just throw your food out. And then there was another YouTuber, I don't know if she was a YouTuber or a TikToker, she legit got caught eating her food. I think she forgot to edit that part out. She ate her food and then she opened her mouth and the food dropped. It looked like she had a trash can below and she was just eating food and dropping food, eating food and dropping food. For starters, it's a waste of food. There's a lot of hungry people in today's society. It's a lot of poor areas where people are starving, where people do not have food to eat. For you to buy a large amount of food and consume a large amount of food and to just waste the food and to just be chewing the food and spitting it out and not eating the food for views is a waste of food. The integrity is at an all-time low because you are showing your viewers that you are eating this meal that you put in front of your face, but you are not really eating this meal. You are literally lying for views, if you get what I mean. You're lying for views because people are thinking that you are finishing this meal and that you are eating this meal, and you're not. You're literally eating the meal and you're spitting it out. The question to the people who do that now becomes, why are you doing that? In some way, shape, or form, why are you eating these type of meals and spitting it out? You know that this content is dangerous to anybody who is viewing this video, and you know it's most importantly dangerous to yourself, but you don't want to admit it because money talks, bullshit walks. We have begun to notice in today's society is that people will do anything for money. People will do anything for a quick dollar. People will do anything for a quick check. And we begin to notice it with these mukbangers because you want to be careful if you're going to decide to go down that niche, because the thing with mukbanging is once you start mukbanging, you have to finish mukbanging. Even if you try to, you know, escape from that niche and try to get into like lifestyle type of content, it's really only a certain amount of people that are able to get into a different niche from starting off with mukbangs. Look at B-Love. If you guys do not know, B-Love was like one of the first prominent Americans that started her mukbang content on YouTube, and she was known for making beautiful seafood balls, and it even got so popular to the point where she ended up making her own B-Love sauce and selling it. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember how popular B-Love sauce was, y'all. I wanted to get my hands on it so badly, but I never got around to buy it. People loved her sauce. People said the B-Love sauce was so good. And guys, if you literally look, I think B-Love started doing mukbangs back when I was like freshly in college. So I would say like 2017, 2016, 2018. B-Love is still doing mukbangs till this day. If B-Love decides that she wants to stop everything and she just wants to make lifestyle content, her revenue is not going to be the same, because like I said, once you enter into that certain niche, it's very hard for you to pivot away from that niche and become successful for pivoting from it. So to anybody that is watching this video that wants to become a mukbang, I will advise you to be highly careful, because you don't want to enter into that niche and then try to pivot out. You're literally struggling to pivot out. Guys, money is not everything. Money is not worth it. Money is not worth your mental health. Money is not worth you affecting other people's mental health. Like I said, everything in this world is spiritual. Nothing is physical. You're leading other people to sin. I know some people might watch this video who are not really like, you know, who don't really believe in God like that, or who probably do believe in God but don't really have like the knowledge behind sin and how God feels about you leading others to sin. God hates. When I say hates, y'all, God hates when you lead other people to sin. Hates it. Like, I'm talking about like he will round you up and get rid of you. That's how much he hates it. A lot of these mukbangers that are getting on camera every day and eating and stuff like that, they do not understand that they are leading people to the sin of gluttony. Let's talk about one of the most cringiest, weirdest type of things that I have noticed with the mukbang community. A lot of mukbangers are participating in feederism content. Now, feederism content has been around for ages, even before mukbangs became popular. I remember when I was younger, there were videos of a lot of largely big people, bigger women that look like they could be on 600-pound life, eating in front of a camera for people to watch them, and people will send in requests like, hey, put the food like this, you know, make certain noises when you eat, make your mouth a certain way when you eat, and they will tip that person more money. The more the person listened to the viewer would come back and tip more money. The person who was doing the content will become more popular. Sometimes the viewer would even send the person more money to continue to eat. Let's get into the definition of feederism content for some people who do not know it, and then we are going to talk about how feederism content and mukbang content kind of clash together in today's society. Feederism is also known as an erotic weight gain. It is a sexual interest involving individuals who are aroused by the process of gaining weight or encourage others to gain weight. Those who enjoy gaining weight are called feedies or gainers, while those who enjoy encouraging others to gain weight are called the feeders or encouragers. This interest can be a part of the relationship or it can be practiced individually. Feederism is characterized by sexual arousal. It's derived from the process of gaining weight. I said before, it's definitely equivalent to having a fat fetish. One of the aspects of having a fat fetish, there are some people who have fat fetishes. There are some people who enjoy watching people gain weight and become bigger and bigger and bigger. Some people get off on that sexually, which is, in my honest opinion, so disgusting. And like I said, feederism content has been around for ages, even before mukbang became popular. But what I begin to notice with a lot of the content creators in today's society that are doing mukbangs, they are participating in feederism content, and I think they know they are. I.e., slurping sounds on some of these videos when you watch these mukbangs are disgusting. They are slurping, they are moaning as if they are having sex. They are sounding as if they are getting, you know, piped down. We also have a lot of mukbangers who are participating in making weird noises with their mouth when their food goes inside their mouth. Also eating so erratic. They will have food all over their mouth. They will have food here. Food will be dropping. The food will be slimy, dripping, and it's giving like soft porn if you really look at it and you think about it and stuff like that. And I know somebody might be watching it and thinking to themselves, why would you want to do that? Like, why would you want to come on here and sound like you're moaning and you're having sex? Because why, guys? It garners more views. A lot of people who have fat fetishes, a lot of people who are into feederism content, they will love those type of videos, and they will literally start messaging. Y'all don't know this, but they be messaging a lot of these mukbangers outside of the platform and be telling them, hey, I will pay you such and such to do this. Hey, I will do this to do that. I will do this to do that, and stuff like that. And a lot of these mukbangers, whether you know it or not, they do it because why wouldn't they? They go and do it on camera with no request. Why wouldn't they go do it for the guy who is willing to, you know, blow his bank account to see them eat like pigs on camera? You know what I mean? Individually sent to him. Also garners a lot of attention. It garners a lot of comments, and you guys know in today's society, likes, comments, and views equal what? Revenue. And you know, people are in the comments saying, why is this person moaning every time they eat? Oh my god, the way she eats is so disgusting and all that. Everybody knows by now that bad publicity is still good publicity, especially if you're getting a check behind it. And these mukbangers are willing to sacrifice their body, put their health on the line just to get a quick check and a lot of attention. If you guys do not know who Nicocado Avocado is, he was basically a YouTuber that I think he was probably one of the most popular mukbangers that I have ever came across. I think he's up there with Beloved, probably even more popular than Beloved. Everybody knew Nicocado. Is it Nicocado Nicocado Avocado. Everybody knew Nick. Originally started his YouTube. It's actually very ironic because he originally started his YouTube because he was a vegan and he was basically taking us on his vegan journey and showing us his vegan lifestyle, his healthy lifestyle and stuff like that. And then he literally just started changing up his content to feeding content, to mukbang content. And then literally Nicocado Avocado just started being in so much controversy with other content creators, himself, remarks, fighting with other viewers. Every video you seen him, he was gaining more and more weight. He became very erratic. There were videos with him taking food, wasting food, like I have stated before. There were videos where he wasn't even eating the food. Like he was like buying a whole bunch of food and plastering it all on his face and stuff, and putting his belly with the food. And that all ties into i.e. wasting food, also feederism content. Y'all catching my drift by now, right? We already 30 minutes into the video. You guys should know that everything ties into one another. A lot of feederism content was going on. He knew that people were paying him to do it. And y'all, he lost his mind, to say the least. He lost his everlasting mind. I don't care what nobody say. That stuff got to him. All those negative comments, selling your soul for views, all that shit catches up to you. He went on a complete hiatus. He was posting old videos, making it seem like he was still participating in that type of content. Then one day just randomly came on the internet, skinnier than me. Mind you, that he was bigger than me, skinnier than me, and lost over 250 pounds. And basically said that he did a social experiment to show how society consumes too much content and think they know what they're talking about, when in actuality they don't. In actuality, we do know exactly what we are talking about because you went and lost that weight. And look, I'm a big girl. I'm not body shaming, but I'm just saying, you know deep down inside that content was not healthy. But instead for you to come and tell the viewers, I lost the weight, I got out of control, I was eating too much, I began to sell my soul, I was doing things that I never thought I would do. That is not why my channel was started. I was doing things for views and money and revenue. Instead to say that, you want to throw it back on how society consumes too much content. Society thinks they know what they're talking about when in actuality they don't. And I'm just looking at him like, babe, they know exactly what they're talking about. They were right on the money when it came to you. You know they were right on the money when they came to you because you changed up that lifestyle in a blink of an eye. So I look at certain mukbangers and I think to myself, do you guys not see Nicocado Avocado, one of the OGs of mukbangs, decided to literally stop that content and break the internet and lose all that weight? Do you guys not see those videos and think to yourself, why did he go so drastic like that? Because y'all, like I said before, when you sell yourself for views, it catches up to you. I really want to know what it's gonna be like in these years to come with a lot of these mukbangers who have just centered their whole entire videos around eating large amounts of food and stuff like that, and they don't have no other type of revenue other than that. I really want to know what they are going to do. Are they going to continue to do the mukbangs like how B-Love is still doing Seafood Boys 10 years later? Or are they going to pivot and change up their content or go get a job, a 9 to, like, what are they gonna do? Y'all, digital footprint is real. All that eating in front of the camera and having food fall all over your place is actually disgusting. To further conclude this video, as I stated in the beginning, I do not completely dislike mukbang content. There are some mukbang content creators that I don't really follow, but if I see them on my For You page, I definitely watch their videos because they eat very polite. And you can tell that they're just having their dinner for today and they just wanted us to watch. There's been times where there's certain mukbangers that will go get like a simple bowl of Chipotle. It won't be, filled to the top brim and stuff like that. And it won't be filled up with so many different things, unnecessary items that Chipotle bowls do not need. It would just be a regular Chipotle bowl and they would just be eating polite, like, hey y'all, this is my dinner for today, this is that. Those type of videos are not bad. But the videos that become a problem are those videos where people are doing the most for views, i.e. eating raw cookie dough that can literally cause them to become sick, putting 5 patties on 5 burger guys, making making candy chipotle, going and putting candy chipotle over chipotle, just doing things for unnecessary amounts of views and attention that is just not necessary. All the stuff that I said in the beginning of this video is the reason why mukbangs is very dangerous in today's society. Overeating, the overconsumption of food, not having proper table manners when it comes to eating, teaching people that they can eat like that, especially ladies, not anybody honestly, because even when I see men eat like that in the mukbangs, I get highly disgusted. Participating in feederism content, all of those things are the reason why mukbangs have become very toxic in today's society. It can definitely take a toll on the mental health of the person that is participating in making that content and the person that is also participating in the viewing of the content. I want you guys to be very careful with the things that you assume online, even including me. So that's the videos. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while, y'all. And when it comes to these think pieces, because you guys be like, oh my god, Irene, I love your think pieces. I love when you sit down and you talk and this and that about different topics. I love that you guys love that, but y'all, I be wanting to come correct. Like if I ever, you know, get to the day where I said that I'm gonna film a video like this and my spirit be like, not today, I won't do it, because I want to film these type of videos when I'm ready to rock and roll. And I felt like today I was ready to rock and roll. So even with this little sore throat, I was contemplating like, should I just film this another day? But I was thinking to myself, like, if I'm having a sore throat today, it's only gonna get worse. Like, I know I'm about to go to the doctor, y'all, but it's only gonna get worse. So I might as well just, you know, get this video out today while I still got a voice, because when I get sick, baby, I get sick. If you guys watch me, y'all know. But yeah, you guys let me know y'all's opinions. Let me know how y'all feel about mukbangs and stuff like that. Also, like I said before with the Instagram, if there is anything that I can do, y'all let me know with the Instagram thing. If there's anybody you know that can help me get my account back, y'all let me know. Love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.